Danny. I'm with Marion Lepine, one of G-Force Division's supercharger distributors in Quebec. We will show you in about 15 steps how easy it is to install the supercharger kit on the V-Rod, and we'll walk you through the main steps in installing the kit on the bike. We will proceed by showing you how to remove, by removing all the parts on the bike that we need to remove to go ahead with installation of the blower. First of all, the front cover here, and we remove the main fuse. And then the top cover by removing this, lifting the seat, remove the top cover. The air box by removing the air temperature sensor right here. Move the top cover. The air filter. The 3 ounce per tube here. The bottom portion of the air filter. There's a small tube, you got to remove the clamp right here. The other side of the bike, once again the front top cover piece right here. The horn with the plugs in the back. This side piece right here, there's one screw underneath. Remove the screw. And this is to have access of the drain plug for the coolant, which is right here. On top of the oil cooler is the bottom plug of the radiator. We'll remove this later on to remove the We'll proceed by removing the battery and the battery holder. And then remove this Prestone tubing right here, which we are going to replace with another tubing. But first of all, very important, we'll have to remove this bolt holding the engine and just buff it like this to make it nice and smooth so the new tubing will not cut on the edges. And the tubing, this will be the new tube that we're going to put in, and we're going to route it a little bit differently and be routed just underneath the frame right here. Just like this. Here's your throttle body right here. We're going to go ahead installing both flanges on the throttle body like this with the 2 screws, and these will permit the installation of the air box later on. Go ahead with the installation of the PTO. Start by removing this cover right here. The flywheel bolt, and then installation of the PTO. Install both screws there in the original place, and the new flywheel bolt here holds everything together. We're going to proceed with removing the thermostat housing and the installation of the drive axle. Remove both bolts holding the housing and install the drive axle through the cylinders, and using the same bolts mount the new jack shaft housing here. After the installation of the jack shaft that we saw from the other side, we then installed the plate with the bearing holding the jack shaft, both pulleys that we align with the bar, and the binder that we then set to a certain tension. Continue with installing the air box right here, just loosely without bolting anything solid. The compressor After that, once again, just loosely, we're going to connect a hose here later on. The breather system with the 2 hoses going to the head. And then after that, we have the oil tank here for the blower with the oil filter, along with the hoses that connects everything together. We've got the new thermostat housing right here. We relocated it a little further away with the new hose that we installed a little earlier that connects to the end of this. New circuit here that we've just installed that connects all the Prestone together. And here we're back with the final steps of the installation. We fixed the compressor and the air box complete. We've got the air filter here, the breather of the engine, the rear head and the front head hoses are recorded here and into the air filter. And also the independent oil system of the blower. We've got the oil tank here and the filter of the blower right here. Here we go, so prepare yourself for strong sensation. Your G-Force kit is now ready.